We're testing, doing the test. What happens here? Great, so thank you for being here. Welcome to the reading. We'll be pulling cards with these 5 decks here. You're pulling 2 cards from the Shadowscapes for the physical material realm and your spiritual sectors. We're pulling a card from the heterosexual magic for the romantic sector. For the advice, we'll be looking with Queen of the Moon Oracle. And we may be pulling some clarifiers with Black Moon astrology cards and La Vida Sibila. Now, onto the shuffle. What's up, Pisces? How you doing? It's so good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to start a little bit by talking about some of the energies that showed up for all of my water tribes. And I'm gonna grab these here. This is what was looking at me while I was stacking the cards after I'd shuffled them for you, Cancer, and Scorpio, because I laid them out here with crystals and meditated first and got some messages about you all paying attention to where you allow your focus to go right now. And I'm hearing this stone might be really helpful for some of you all, especially if you are dealing with late nights, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you might have had a lot of things on your mind. They're just showing me things that you need to have discernment about and not being cloudy about. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, maybe it's like medication or things that you've been taking, but I just see a real call for sovereignty. This actually flew out of the deck for all of you. The sovereignty card here. This is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. That's number 41 there. And the other card that came out was this 10, discernment. And this 9 of Swords is like, it's a busy card here. You see what's going on over her head. These black birds going up into this tunnel. It's like a sound tunnel. It's being taken away from her. It's like things that she needs to cut off. She's holding onto the sword here. Hearing for some of y'all, it's like knowing that you don't have to accept every gift. Because they're showing me this card here too, which it's the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is actually the slowest knight. He's the one that doesn't move until he's damn well ready. And he shows up where he's going to go. And by the time he gets there, you know, he's got things that he can show for it because of how he is equipped. And it's like coming in from behind here and handing something off to this woman that she's kind of acting like he doesn't even exist. She's like, okay, whatever, you know, I might take it. She might be a little surprised. She's kind of looking to the side, but it's almost like she was doing something else. Like she's kind of like revealing herself here a little bit. I don't know what she was getting ready to do, but he swoops in. He's got something he's handing to her. And she's just kind of like, all right, well, you want to hand it off. You know, and I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like knowing when to cut things off, especially if something came in from behind. And, you know, not everybody from the past is somebody that you want to rehash it with. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, you might have some things that you've accumulated, maybe gifts that were coming to you. This might be somebody you want to hear from too. Maybe this is somebody you want to come back. But I'm hearing you might have been waiting so freaking long, up at night even, with this Nine of Swords energy here. And like hearing things and like wondering if you're crazy, maybe feeling like clouded in your head. And it's like sovereignty shows up and she's like, no, bitch. Discernment. Be in the center of your union with yourself. And know that you don't have to take every gift that is brought your way. And some things might be yours, but you have the power to tell what it is and what stays. Okay, Pisces? Know that. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with your physical material realm. I'm going to get you another view here on the screen. You might be able to see the cards a little better here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, so also using the Shadowscapes deck, I've got a card for your physical material realm and one for the spiritual. We'll start with the physical. What's going on? Okay. All right, there we are. Looked like my camera had stopped. I'm doing things here with the magnets, so thank you to those of you that are here in Private Halo 8. It's a little crazy here in real time. Real time on the cable line. Alright, let's see what's showing up here. Alright, another 4. There were some 4s showing up for my hearing. Why are they telling me this? The Virgo? You might be dealing with a Virgo, Pisces. Virgo is actually your opposing sign too, so I don't know. They had a 4. Might not be related to yours, but I'm just hearing about the polarities and double ionized positives. Some of you all, maybe you're studying like mycology is what I'm hearing. So you might be some kind of mycologist. But I'm hearing that for you might want to check the Virgo reading. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles showing up for all of you. And what a gorgeous card. So there's a little dragon there, and he's kind of like holding on to his precious. He's got his precious big coin there, and he's got those other coins, and let's see if I can, there's a better image. So you see he's like gripping onto that one big one, and he's got the other 3 around him. Yeah, that's what's going on there. A little bit of a different view on 4 of Pentacles. If you guys are used to seeing that card, it's usually some guy, and there's like a city all around him. He's got coins under his feet. He's got one here on his chest, and he's got one on his head. And he's like, my pentacles, you know, and then here we've got like the dragon. He's like holding onto his pentacles. He's like, my pentacles. And there's 3 pentacles around him. And there's some little beings around here. I don't know how well you can see this, but God, the art in this deck is awesome. There's like this beautiful little woman here. She's a part of the tree. There's like another little couple of beings right there. They're all like kind of clutched on, and there's birds and like flying lizard things, and it's a really awesome deck. I've had it for a while. I haven't read with it much, but I'm really enjoying this here. Hearing for some of you all, this is just like knowing when it's time to take a bite out of something that maybe you didn't think you were gonna crack into is what I'm hearing. Because for some of y'all, it's like you're going through your savings, and it's like some things really need to go, and it's like I hear some of you might have been downsizing some things, and it's like now you're realizing there's some things you actually want to buy or invest in. I'm hearing you might have to deal with your home. because they're showing me things about stability, home, roots, and a lot of times what 4 symbolizes, sometimes this could be like the Emperor's domain. It's things that happen in the house of 4. We're dealing with security and foundations in the home, but it's like I'm seeing the dragon taking a nice big bite out of it. He's like, I don't know. I can take a bite out of this. This is my Easter egg, is what I'm hearing. And so, let's see here. This could also be speaking to different people that you are dealing with in your world. And if they're showing up as pentacles, they're going to be slow-moving energies. Seriously. They might be rich in some of the constitutional elements associated with Taurians, Virgoans, and Capricornians. But I keep hearing discernment. It's like, know that if it's something you've been thinking about for a while too, don't lose any sleep over it. And I'm here for some of you. It's like maybe you need a new bed. It's like you need something. Because I was getting all this like 9 of Swords energy. It's like mentally cloudy energy and things that you need to do so you can feel better. And I'm here for some of you all. It's like making adjustments with your house so that you can just feel more comfortable. And for others, it's like just knowing that you saved up the nest egg for a reason, okay? And that if you've been thinking about it a long time, this is the month now to not be thinking about it anymore. And why 9 is now into 10, October. And with Pluto going direct here, this strong, next couple of days, it's time for you to take those things that you've been thinking about and considering and knowing that it's okay for you to make some cuts. Let's see what is showing up in your spiritual realm, Pisces, also with the Shadowscape stack. Okay, wow, look at that. That's kind of like a Charlotte's Web image here. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. So again, more material concerns are dealing with Pentacles again. That's the earth element. And we've got these little stars showing up in that web. Whatever it is that you grew, Pisces, whatever it is that you might be entangled with right now, I'm hearing it's like your loving nest. I hear this month might be a lot to do with your home situation, Pisces, is what I'm getting. It's like things to do with your home, maybe your job. But this 8 of Pentacles, this is the craftsman in a lot of different decks. This is like the craft that somebody does lovingly. And look at that beautiful web that was spun by that arachnid. What the oct is. Octo, it's 8. In the timbre, the 10 of Brennan Craxiston. What it is to be inside of the womb, or perhaps a certain kind of Narnia, or that tree in which you grew here in that silk. It tells us something about yarns that have spun around us and what it is to be of mixed fabrics as these beings. And why sometimes what we've banked collectively might not be what it looked like to others. Certain things we might be able to prove about Federal Reserve, what's been reserved in the banking systems. Very special kind of sarcophagus where maybe the beings with AI and tektite actually show up in special situations where it's almost like we were carried away and wrapped up in a little web like that and lovingly attended to. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, how are you even treating yourself? You might be going through a certain metamorphosis where you're paying more attention to your body, about things to do with your form, maybe even knowing that you might want to invest. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, I want to look better when I look at myself, and knowing where you want to make edits. And so I'm hearing that the 8 of Pentacles is like some of you all maybe just like thinking about investing in that. It could be different things to do with your external appearance, but I'm hearing it's like treating your body like, the house, and how you might structure some renovations or invest in things that give you a different form of emotional security. But the 8 of Pentacles being here in your spiritual realm too, it's also learning how to see yourself as that craftsperson, as the artist, as the one who's been contributing to making something beautiful, maybe something you didn't realize you'd done because maybe you were just toiling. Maybe you were just working at it and just staying focused, and it takes a while to do that. Maybe that's why that 9 of Swords was showing up for all of my water tribes right now too. It's sometimes going through all those motions and even finding yourself a little restless in the process and needing to take a step back, maybe going from a 9 to an 8 to even be able to see what it is that you actually created, what you were putting your hands on, so to speak, and how it's matured in that process, and why, if you find yourself with the fort on it and the stability in your banking to be able to take a bite out of something here, it's like, you're gonna enjoy that bite, and it's not gonna be some steak that you didn't want to face and just have and enjoy on your plate without going through the motions and the considerations. So Pisces, this has been well attended to is what I'm hearing. And use your discernment with that, especially if people are asking for anything. Because I'm hearing some people might be doing that. You might be considering biting off some of that and sharing it with these little watchers that are here kind of looking over your shoulder because they see your sparkly house or whatever it is that you're growing where you have a little bit of extra that might be there and people maybe kind of wanting a handout, So let's see what else is showing up. In your romance sector, with a card from the Tarot Sector Magic, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, more Pentacles. So I'm hearing a lot of this. This is a sex card here. And this is a feast about to happen. And they're both 10s, That's wonderful, if that's what you're looking for. Hearing for some of you all, it's like time for an overhaul. And maybe this is like improvements in your bedroom and things where, your couple can really enjoy being that I got 10 on it together, But I'm hearing for some of you all too, if you're not having any sort of romantic interest, because for some of you all, you might be in different places. If this is, you're making decisions about the home and the finances together, and it's like, I hear it's like improving your sex life. It's improving your physical communication, your sensual communication. It's more than sex here. It's like a real sensual, loving communication. They're like eating off of each other's bodies here and feeling grounded by something. It's like she's got the coin under her foot, is what it looks like. Almost like the traditional 4 of Pentacles where the guy's like standing on the coins. He's like sitting on it. He's like in his perch and they're like under his feet. It's almost like what she's doing here, but it's like in her bed. It's like kind of what it looks like there to me. But I'm here for those of you that if you're not having a relationship like that, if you're not looking for that, if this isn't something that you've had there, it's almost like you have so much going on in your mind about your finances, and I think that it's like making sure that you're not worrying is what I'm picking up, because it's like it's just all Pentacles stuff. And over there I was seeing for some of you all, like possibly not sleeping very well. It's like you're either up worried about money when it seems like you have plenty, or you're like concerned about how it's being spent. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, you might be up for different reasons. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like knowing that people around you are like looking over your shoulder to see what you have and like counting I hear it's like they're counting your money, It's like you got these people over here like looking over, like trying to count how much money you have, or like seeing inside your house, like how much, So I don't know. You guys might be dealing with different things. For some of you all, it's like, just be careful, because I'm hearing if you don't have a relationship right now and you have different people looking, just make sure you're with the one that really wants to like eat off your body, I guess, and the one that just doesn't want to eat off your plate, and that it's like you're like really the dish and that it's not just about what you have. Because for some of y'all, it's like you might have different interest around you for that you might not even be seeing because you're so focused on your physical stuff. Okay, so let's see what kind of advice we have for you, Pisces. All right, full moon, number 16, power. Wow. So look, if you're feeling disempowered, some of y'all have a lot more power than you think you do. Even if you're like, no, Jacob, you're crazy, I don't have enough money for anything right now, it's like all I can think about. All right, Pisces, get a grip, because you're in a position with power right now to do something. and to have discernment about what you're doing. Make sure that your sleepless nights are happening for the right reason, that you're investing yourself properly, and that you're actually doing something with these skills, because you're some kind of craftsman, some of you all, and there's something that you're doing that's shiny. And I think the challenge here is that you might have people wanting to grab at it. And I'm seeing it just kind of like in the periphery, and it's like the kind of thing that happens when you're just like abundant and you kind of flow and you exude things, and sometimes people just kind of take grabs, and you're just used to feeling some things that you just kind of go with it sometimes. And I'm hearing some of you all need to like adopt your back off bitches power, you know, and full moon, where all the water is sensitive and heightened and it's like all in your face, and you have that there, you can also feel where the boundaries are around you. And that's the thing about pentacles that water doesn't always know. Pentacles are the form. Water fills up the form. And so some of you all, you need to focus on earth elements, especially if you don't have earth in your chart. But if you do, I'm hearing some of these earth people in your world are going to be good for you to be around. They're going to be like rocks for you. So like your Taurian, Capricorn, Virgo types, just make sure it's not the one that just wants to put their hand in your pocket and like, you know, come eat off your plate is what I'm hearing. Because I'm seeing people like biting into things here, and I'm like, all right, if that person's not over here like attending to your body and your needs and your love and like doing all that stuff, you know who you're dealing with. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a few cards here from the Sibilas, just so you got a little bit more information. Let's see if we can find out about what this power is all about, because somebody's in their power here. Especially if we're talking about 10 Pentacles. I mean, this is a sexual situation, terrosexual magic, sensual situation. There's a couple in bed together, looking like... They even have like a mirror there. It's like... They're feeling like they're empowered, you know? They want to see more of it. And it's like... It doesn't look like really sexual, though. It's like sensual. It's like he's eating the grapes that she's holding there. He's going to eat those berries off of her chest, you know? He's gonna hold her, and there's a mirror there, and so it's like the protection. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, security and like knowing how to get security around your house too is like the web of protection, and making sure that you weren't being spied on the web by something. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like putting something reflective on the glass so your neighbors weren't looking in because they were like trying to see you while you were making love. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like you've got like a beautiful partner, and maybe that's what you're retrofitting in your house. I'm hearing about that, so people couldn't just look in. All right, let's see what we find out with the Sibilas. Let's learn a little bit more about this. My baby doesn't even know about. All right, Pisces, what do we got? I don't even know about this power. Más. Okay, so we've got Amore. Wow, okay. Knock things over here. That's love. Amore. Somebody's feeling the love. Whoa. Militare. Okay, that's somebody that would literally take off and go do something that flew out of my hand. So for some of you all, that's like how a declaration gets made. It's like somebody being maxed out and like coming out in the open with the full moon and speaking it up. And sacerdote, this is like maybe a secret. I'm hearing for some of you all, you, especially if you've been single. Okay, I'm hearing this is for some single Pisces who has been working. You might even work from home. I'm hearing if that's the case, that's what this is. It's like you work from home. This is like your home office. I'm hearing this is like some mirrors and computer setup here that you have here, and that this is like what you do for work. You love it. It might be like graphic art or something, and you're doing it from your home. And I'm hearing about like how you didn't realize what was happening around you in this like power that you've been growing, because for some of you all, you've been getting some skills. You've really been grooming yourself. That's why you've been up late. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, you might not have been thinking you were getting none. It's like this this could be me just like pointing it out to you, because sometimes I show up like the priest. I'm like, hey, look, I'm just going to stay out of it here, but I'm pointing over here, and this is what's going on, and this is me going, hey, guess what? But in other cases, this is like, if this isn't Jacob, just like, you know, playing the little priestly guy over here, not trying to say too much, but like, all right, look, I wrapped myself up. I'm not involved, but there's something going on over here. For some of y'all, this has been you just like not paying attention to anything else except your craft, because that's what the Sacerdotite does. This is sometimes a little bit of a hermit. He's like real studying, and sometimes he's kind of got some bitch moves. Sometimes this guy is like doing a lot of different things that people don't know about, but it's like, because he's kind of a magician in the deck, okay? So for some of you all, this has been you like figuring it out. You're getting your coins set up. Some of y'all might be working on like, I don't know, like a will or something too, but I'm hearing it's like setting up your funds, setting up a trust. I'm hearing for some of these was like buying an insurance policy, but it's like where you've been getting added to, because it's like 4 turned to 8 turned to 10, you know, and then we have like 8 to 16 here. It's like good multiple jumping. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like you've been doing something and you didn't realize that somebody, you have these little attention seekers around you. They want attention. They might want your money, but they might just want your value is the thing too. It's like they see you valuable. They're like, oh my gosh, look, he's got all that. You know, they're paying attention. Or she's got all that. And, you know, look how this person's shining and how they've built their home and these things around them. They look really like awesome. It's like beautiful, right? Brings light in the dark. And so it's like some of you all, you saw this and you're like, yeah, right, somebody's getting some good there, and that's not me. And you know, I'm like this guy over here that's like not getting any, but you didn't realize that you've been coming up like this. You know, you look like some hot bitch over there. Some of y'all, it's like you're 16, you're like, look at her, she's freaking gorgeous, she's absolutely stunning, she's in her prowess, full moon power. And so what I'm saying is that some of y'all kind of like, no, I ain't getting any. And I'm like, you're not seeing yourself right. You're not seeing how much you developed. You're not seeing that all that you did made it so beautiful that it's like, take a little bite out of it if you want, because you got somebody who really wants to. Like this one here, okay? This military, this is somebody that's even going to like pursue it. This is somebody that'll be vigilant. When I see these two together like this, that's somebody that's going to go for love right there. That's like how you wind up in bed with that person that wants to eat off your body. Right there. This is somebody that's like, oh my, she's mine. You know, I'm going to go for that. And so for some of you all, that's what's happening. And that's somebody that will travel a distance. That militare, this is somebody that packs light and will just show up. He's like, I'm here, babe. Da-da-da-da. So for others too, this could be other things. If this is not, you know, your sex life or whatever, some of y'all, you have options possibly for going from maybe a dry spell to like a love spell. And you might have some help, or you might need something from, I'm hearing the police or somebody, some kind of relationship with the military. And that could be the case, you know, especially if you're dealing with anything to deal with your house, maybe a will, insurance. You know, you might have some kind of legal thing that's happening. And I'm hearing this might actually be like a courier that comes for signature. So Pisces, I'll grab one more card for you. Oh, that one just, well, 2 of them flew out. I'll keep them both. You might be dealing with a Leo and or an Aquarius. We've got 17 Leo, I will, kind of flew out. And we also have this 23 Aquarius. It says, I know. So these could be characters that you're dealing with at this time too. Let me know what you think, Pisces. I'm feeling great about it. I think that you all definitely lean on your discernment here, because there are indications here that you have a lot more power and energy and money than some of you might have realized. you have in your resources. And so make sure you're looking at yourself lovingly and taking the advice, okay, if it's yours, because it's coming from somebody that's kind of pointing to things that you might not have seen for yourself, that you might have even hidden from yourself. Let me know what you think, and if you would like your own private reading, definitely hit me up. I'd love to do that for you. My information is below, and if I don't hear from you, take care. Talk to you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.